What's going on in the world of couriers in the last mile? I'm joined today by Arthur Axelrod. He is CEO and founder of Dispatch Science. Hi, Arthur.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with me. I really appreciate it. What are some key challenges that you can identify out there in the delivery business with particular emphasis on the last mile?
The last mile has become a very, very interesting space, and it's got definitely its set of challenges. We're seeing a lot of pressure from the consumerization of expectations on technology. Companies are faced today by end users that have really high rising expectations in what they expect in terms of service, communication, quality, transparency, and things of the like.
I like your use of this word consumerization because it suggests that people aren't buying technology just because they're shiny new things and they're very attractive. They're doing it in order to meet specific demands by the customer. So how are couriers using this technology right now to achieve this operational excellence and efficiency?
Well, couriers themselves are just a part of the supply chain, of course, and they're very oftentimes servicing companies, shippers who themselves are servicing those end customers. So what couriers are challenged with is providing a service that goes beyond just their customer, a shipper or retailer, but their customer's customer. So offering the ability to have extremely capable integration and methods of communicating up and down the supply chain to the different stakeholders.
How do couriers determine what are the most cost-efficient routes? I mean, we have to serve the customer and please the customer, but there's also a cost associated with that. So how do they do that?
It's a challenge. It's a big challenge, particularly those couriers that are servicing shippers that are sending large, high volumes of parcels to a warehouse that could be arriving on a moment's notice or just the night before, and now they're sitting there with a 53-foot trailer that they have to unload and sequence and segment into individual orders. It's traditionally been a very, very laborious manual exercise. And those that are embracing technology are now leveraging solutions to solve it using route optimization, mapping technologies, ways of sequencing stops and planning routes that allow them to be efficient and react much more quickly than those that are still using paper and spreadsheets.
Yeah, efficiency is certainly something that the service providers are interested in, but the customers really, what do they care about? They care about visibility, right?
That's right.
Where's my order? Where's my order right now? When is it coming? They're ramping up those expectations to the point where are couriers and deliverers able to meet those expectations now?
Well, the market's very fragmented, so there's those that haven't fully embraced technology that are very much challenged by that and at risk, and then there's those that have experimented over the years and slowly grown. Maybe they're still using older technology that's not quite as real time as today expects. There are some companies that have attempted to go it their own way and build their own solutions homegrown and are struggling to now keep up with those companies that are embracing off-the-shelf solutions that specialize in leveraging the cloud and communications and AI to make all of that information flow freely.
Just to be clear on what we're talking about here, we need to distinguish to some degree the courier business and the parcel business.
Yes.
I mean, that one is part of the other and a little bit distinct, because you said couriers are fragmented. When I think parcel, at least a few years ago, certainly not fragmented, the two big services. That's changing though.
It is.
Is it not? Even on the parcel side, is that also more players out there?
It is, and what's interesting too is that there are some companies that are essentially operating in multiple sub-verticals where they're attempting to service segments such as doing deliveries for life sciences or for food or for retail or for big and bulky. So what's happening is many transportation companies, couriers, offer all of the above or some combination. And so their challenge now is to find technology that allows them to meet the different needs of those. For example, the expectations for a driver picking up prescriptions at a pharmacy to deliver to a residential consumer are different than the expectations of a two-person team delivering a fridge and doing an installation. Yet the same technology is expected to, and utilized properly, can service both.
Let me hit you with the impossible question. Tell me how you see the next 5 years in this sector. What's going to happen?
I believe that there'll be continued adoption of these modern tools like route optimization and mobility and applications, and those will themselves become the foundation layer for the next level of companies that wants to now leverage AI. Yeah. So artificial intelligence is definitely around the corner. People are starting to use it in certain aspects. There's the portion of machine learning looking at huge swaths of data to help improve the solutions, the optimizations, the algorithms, and then there's the generational AI, using it to create orders, using it to communicate directly with customers, and service those portions of the business. And I think only those companies that have prepared themselves by implementing those building blocks, taking those initial steps, will be in a position to leverage AI.
Do you see continued fragmentation of the market, or will we see some consolidation in those coming years?
We're seeing consolidation right now. I think that the smaller organizations, in order to really benefit from a lot of the technologies and economies of scale, are combining and joining forces with other larger companies or groups of companies to be able to offer coverage in more markets, to offer more use of fleets, a bigger mix of vehicle types, and the like.
Thank you so much, Arthur, for your insights into this really interesting and ever-changing marketplace of couriers and parcels. I appreciate that very much. But let me take a moment to ask you specifically about dispatch science. Who are you folks, and how do you fit into this whole picture?
Oh, thanks. Well, we started off like almost 14 years ago as a boutique cloud and mobile development studio focusing on transportation and logistics, and over the years developed solutions that allowed us to identify these opportunities for route optimization and automation, particularly for dispatching and for route planning. We connected the dots, and over 6 years ago launched Dispatch Science, and are appreciating the growth we've been seeing since then.
Thanks again, Arthur. I really appreciate your time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity.
I've been speaking with Arthur Axelrod of Dispatch Science. Thank you very much for watching.